Hey everyone, I'm so super excited because we got the time right. I'm here with Lisa Taylor, and she is so super cute, and she is so inspirational. But before we start, for every comment, heart emoji you guys give her, she gets $1 towards Amazon. So we're gonna make her super, super rich and wealthy with comments. Okay, Lisa, tell us who you are, where you're from, all the good stuff.
So here from Baltimore, Maryland, born and raised, married with, I have three girls, two dogs, a house, a husband, a job, and a lot of stress. But I'm working it out.
So tell us your story. Like tell us, you're gonna inspire so many people. So just like tell us and be honest. Was your health? What was your mental health, physical health before you started our program?
Everything. Okay, so everything was bad. I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm going to give you numbers, which are kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. So I started off at 300 pounds. I was extremely uncomfortable. I couldn't do anything, didn't want to go anywhere, didn't want to do anything, sat in my home and literally just ate my depression away. Then I woke up one day and was like, I don't want to live like this anymore. I did end up getting gastro bypass, and I will be admitting that when I was in 2017, and I did lose about 180 pounds. However, I was still at around 198. And I still was gaining a little bit of weight because even with that program and with that surgery, you still can gain all the weight back. It's really about exercising and eating healthy to keep that weight off. So I was noticing me going up. I was around 198 and I was like kind of freaking out, like stuff's getting tight again and stuff starting to feel uncomfortable again. And I did not want to be in that place ever, ever, ever again. And so I was actually on Weight Watchers for a while, which was working for me until it didn't. And that's when I kind of turned 50 and everything changed. I went into premenopause and everything slowed down. Nothing I was doing was working. And then I met Narit and I met everyone at this place, and it's changed my life 1000%. I'm now down to like 169 and loving it and constantly working to get myself lower. And I really am huge. I think this is one of my biggest things is being able to track my food. When I wasn't tracking and then I did track, the difference is unbelievable of what you actually think you put in your mouth versus what you don't even understand that you put in your mouth. So then I reached out to Narit and I was like, why can I not get this off? It's still, I'm kind of just staying the same. And she was like, really dig into what you're putting in your mouth and really try to track everything. That is what really, really, really helps me. Plus, preparing ahead of time. My husband is very, very supportive of my lifestyle, and he actually is our home cook. So he will go shopping for me every Sunday with whatever I need, and I let him know. And he will cook all the meals based on my needs. So if he has to make something different for the family, if they're eating fried chicken, he'll make me an air fried chicken, right? He won't put the oils or the butters on anything. He'll leave it plain and let me go ahead and dress it the way I need to dress it. And I think that's key for me. So that's kind of where I am.
Okay, so awesome. So you had done the surgery, you had done Weight Watchers, and then you were stuck, and you were like, okay, I need to turn this. But what are like, what were you like? We're like, okay, here are like my biggest physical wins, my biggest emotional wins since being here.
Oh my gosh, there's so many. Well, let's just start emotional. And I'll be like 100% honest because this is family, but I was having a really problem with my marriage, wasn't happy, wasn't into it very much. And then I kind of had like an aha moment and realized like part of that's me not being happy with myself or me not being happy with what I'm doing and kind of taking it out on him. And I kind of had to realize like, Lisa, you're being a bitch. Like, sorry to say that, but I was being wrong. And it took me a little while to figure out that I need to be happy with myself. And now that I am, we have like turned a corner and we are like closer and tighter and more communicative. And I kind of had to just let myself down and be like, okay, you need to work on you, not worry about what other people are doing. Because when the focus is on you, then everything else falls in line. I really believe that because focusing on what he was doing or what this person's doing is not beneficial to me. So that was huge emotionally. Physically, I feel so much stronger. Like I up my weights every couple of weeks to a different weight. And it might only be like 3 pounds up, but it feels better because I have more of a challenge. And I like that challenge of feeling that I've gone through 12 pounds, and I'm feeling great now. I can go up to 15 pounds. And I might lower my rep by like 2, but I've gone up by pounds. So I feel the difference when I'm working out. And I just feel more in control of everything. I've never felt in control. And I really feel in control of my choices, what I'm putting in my mouth, my exercising. It's not even a choice for me anymore. Like I come home, change, go right downstairs, work out, walk, and it's just part of my everyday life now. It's not even a question. Do I need to
Yeah,
work out? Do I need
right.
to, is this a workout day? No, just go downstairs and do it. Whatever you got to do. And I've been doing it.
I I love that, and I love that it's you're talking about your identity. So for people watching, there are lots of programs out there. They all give you, nutrition, they all give you exercise. What about our program makes is different?
Well, first of all, I didn't have that aha moment when I was with Weight Watchers. I didn't have that moment when I was by myself doing it. It was more of a struggle. I feel like with you guys, you're so open and you're so honest and you give me choices, you give me options and you help me figure out what works for me. I never knew that before I got with you guys. I didn't know what worked for me. And it's like, and I haven't been with you very long, but I just figured it out. And it was really like trial and error. Like one week I would eat this and I wouldn't go down. The next week I would eat what I thought worked for me and I would go down. So it figured it out that, okay, I could only eat these things during the week and be fine, have a great dinner, and not feel like I'm missing out on anything. Right. And when I want to go out to eat, I still go out to eat. I don't stop myself. I might make different choices. Like I might not eat a burger with bacon and cheese, but I might have a burger with no bun with cheese and bacon. It's just making choices that work for you and how they fit within your calorie and make sure that you're deficient when you're working on that. So I think that was key for me. Key.
I love that because I like a bun, so I would have a burger with a bun. But anyway, so before you start on this journey with us, and I guess like, everybody has like a different, there's so many programs out there. When we started our program, it was 12 years ago, so there weren't as many programs out there. But so what were you kind of maybe skeptical about, afraid of?
Well, first of all, I didn't know if I had enough willpower, and I don't use that word very much because it's not about willpower, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do working out in my basement. Like, I didn't know. I've been going to a gym where I had a trainer physically there, and it was an accountability thing for me. So
Mhm.
now it's like, okay, but now you need to be accountable to yourself. Like, why do I need to be accountable for someone else? I need to be accountable for me. And so it took me a minute. And my husband even said, he's like, I never thought you'd be downstairs working out. And I was like, I know. And now we've actually made the basement a gym. Like we have weights, we have a treadmill, I just bought a bench. And and I've also gotten the whole family now to work out. Right now that I'm working out, the kids are working out. And my daughter, one of my kids lost 15 pounds, the other one lost 20 pounds. And they're all into it. So it's like now it's started a whole trend with the family and I love it because now it's like everyone wants to do something physical. It's like, let's go for a hike when it gets warm. Let's do this. And they weren't like that. It was like, let's just lay in bed and watch a movie. So
Do you
I love it.
do you think part of that is like watching you do it at home?
I think it was watching me do it at home and then having new stuff. Kids just like new things to play with. So it was like new things downstairs that they could try out. They had the walking pad, we have a ball, we have a stepping thing, we have something for abs, we have something for a bench. So it was them trying new things and then me working with them to get type of a workout plan for themselves. And I was able to assist them with that, with what I do with you guys. So it was so helpful to be able to help them and help myself and see the difference with everyone because everyone seems a lot happier when they are eating healthier and moving more. And we eat so healthy now in the house, but still enjoy stuff. We still go to get crumble cookie for the kids because they love it, but I'll have like a quarter of the crumble. I don't need an entire 1,000-calorie cookie, right? But a little quarter of a crumble, and they kind of all taste the same. So if you have one, you've had them all. And, I don't feel like I'm missing out. And enjoy what I do enough that I don't ever feel hungry. I really plan, so I'm high in protein, so I'm not really craving anything. And if I am, I'll eat it. The other day, and I told you I went over 22 calories on, I think it was 2 days ago, and I was hungry, so I ate it, and I didn't feel guilty. I just did it, and guess what? I didn't gain any weight. So
I love that you talked about the guilt because we talk about this a lot in our program. We have a huge mindset piece in our program. So I really want you to share that because I sometimes I hesitate to say the word program because we really focus on lifestyle, like a real, like how, one should live, like
yeah,
eating normal foods,
hmm
right? Eating
yeah,
crumble if you want crumble. Like I love pizza and chocolate and wine. So like
right.
I have to incorporate that. So in the past, any past experiences, can you share like the past experiences and how they made you feel like mentally, not just physically, but mentally?
Well, I would say I felt guilty when I was eating and not working out, but then I kind of just got stuck in that feeling of guilt and just kind of accepted it and was like, okay, this is what you are. This is what you're doing. And I just didn't, it just didn't hit me the way it hit me now. And I don't know why it hit me at this age. And, 10 years ago, it just didn't feel like that. But I just feel like I'm more in control now. I don't feel that guilt, I mean, that's not true. I do feel that guilt sometimes. I was sick Monday and I didn't work out, and I did have that, and I call it Jewish guilt, but I did have a little bit of guilt. But then I told you, I was like, you know what? I don't care. I don't care that I didn't work out. I was upset at first, but I was sick and I needed the rest. And I went to bed at like 8 o'clock the next day, and I woke up with like great sleep, and then I felt fine and I was able to get in the next day, my walking and my strength. So I won't say that don't feel guilty sometimes, because I do if I miss it, but I also understand it's not the end of the world and it's not going to make or break who I am. And if I have a bad day because I ate bad or because I wasn't feeling good and I wanted that extra chocolate or I wanted that extra piece of bread, I'm not like, I'm not like, oh my God, Lisa, you're a horrible person. No, you just are a person who made a choice. And now you're going to make the next choice the next day to work out and to walk and to go back to where you normally eat. And it was just like that aha moment. Like, you're not a bad person for wanting to eat a little bit more. You just have to kind of manage it and put it into put it into your, when you do your track your points, you put it in there, and it's in there. It shows 22 points over. Okay, whatever. I got on the scale the next day, nothing changed. So, for me, it was guilt. And then I was like, "Ugh, what are you worried about?" And then I felt fine.
That confidence that you have, that empowerment is literally why we get up in the morning and why we do this. So let me ask you, what is your favorite part about being part of the community, being part of the program? What is your favorite part?
The consistency. I love that you guys follow up on with me. You're always checking in and making sure I'm doing the right thing. And if I have questions or concerns, you guys are always there. And I love just going into the chats and looking at other people's messages and what they have for their some type of recipes. I just love that we can all be together and talk about the same thing and not feel uncomfortable and not feel embarrassed and know that we're all in the same boat and we're all going for the same goal, right? We all have different goals, but we're all learning to get to that goal for our personal self. So I think that's important. I think women empower each other, and I'm very like pro feminism. So, I just think it's a really, I never had this before. I just didn't. It was different when you're on Weight Watchers or working a point system with a computer. You didn't really have that person to talk to and to hear you and to understand what you're going through. And I love that, because you always understand what I'm going through and you always are here to support me. And I love that. And I need that sometimes, when I'm having that bad day.
Yeah, and we all do. Like we all need to be heard and be validated. Like we all have quote
Hmm.
unquote bad days, and those bad days affect, right, how we're going to, feel. And so we
Absolutely.
need those reminders like it's okay. So the last question that I have for you, Lisa, and thank you so much, is like I think you have been following me for a while, but
Yeah.
like so what would you say to someone who'd been following us either for a while or just like new to, us on social media, either Instagram or Facebook, and they're thinking about like maybe booking a call, but they're really nervous about it. What would you say to someone who hasn't booked a call yet?
Just do it. because guess what? You can't go backwards in life. You can only go forward, and you can't change what you don't know. And there's so many things that I just did not know. And I was scared to call too. I was following you for a while, but I was scared because I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this by myself. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know. But I had to stop questioning myself and just do it and make that jump because again, you don't know what you can't do if you don't do it. Right. And you have to give out, you have to do things. I take challenges in life because you just don't know if you're going to be able to do it or not, but you won't know unless you do it. So I'm very happy I joined and I was scared too, but I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Um, Well, thank you so much for coming on here, Lisa. I know that like we had some technical issues the first time. So if you are listening to this and you are like, I am kind of really like not very confident right now, and I've been through a lot like with my weight and my family could really use something. And this is something that not only do I want to like lose the weight, but I want to like get fit, get healthy. It
Right.
really changed my life. Message us confident and we'll see if you are a good fit. It's not you're not committing to anything by scheduling a call, but you are, we'll see where you are, where you want to be, and we'll help you create a plan either way. So Lisa, thank you again
I
so
love you
so
guys
much. We love
so
you
much.
so much. Thank you so much. And we will talk with you soon.
Okay. Thank you. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
You
Okay.
too.
Bye.
Bye.